Is the Bible reliable? If the Bible is God's instruction manual for living, our roadmap to heaven, the main means by which we can know God, then it's extremely important that we know whether it's reliable. So in Answers for Living, we want to answer the question, is the Bible reliable? Now, there's power in the words that are used to write the Bible, but the power isn't in the words themselves. It is the power of God who breathed those words into the minds of those who wrote the words on the paper. So if I obey the words that God had written, God protects me from the harm that would come if I disobeyed Him. If I obey what's written, then God blesses me because I've walked in obedience. So obeying what is written is synonymous with obeying God. And when we obey God, it brings blessing from God. I want you to listen to Psalm 19, 9 to 7, or 7 to 9. The instruction of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight for living. Reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. And the laws of the Lord are true, each one is fair. Now it says the laws and the commands of God are perfect, trustworthy, right, clear, and true, because they're the qualities of the lawgiver, God Himself. And there are benefits for following the laws and the commands of God. Our soul is revived, we gain wisdom, it brings joy, it gives us insight for living. The Bible is perfectly right because it flows out of a perfectly right God. So if you want to argue a command or a principle laid out in the Bible, your argument isn't with the Bible, it's with God. Someone will ask, how do we know what we have today is what was written 2,000 or 3,000 years ago? How do we know God only gave 10 commandments, not 15, and some scribe eliminated 5 of them that he didn't like? Or that Mark only had 11 chapters and some scribe added 5 more just because he wanted to? Well, they're great questions. Because if we're going to enjoy the benefits of knowing God, we must be sure that we have a Bible that is accurately representing the God who inspired the people to write on His behalf. Matthew 5:18 says, I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not even the smallest detail of God's law will disappear until its purpose is achieved. Matthew 24:35 says, heaven and earth will disappear, but my words will never disappear. What God is saying is that He has and will make sure what was written stays written and doesn't change. It's going to remain reliable forever.